Excuse me, little girl. I was wondering if you might help me.
Why, of course, Mr. Wolf. What can I do for you?
Well, you see, this is kind of embarrassing. I don't usually ask for directions. Only I was trying to get to this cottage on the other side of the woods, and I sort of got...
What you're trying to say is you're lost?
I prefer to think of myself as taking the scenic route.
Oh. Well, where are you trying to go?
A cottage on the other side of the woods. I hear there's a sweet little old granny who lives there, and I'm going to. Well, let's just say I have a surprise for her.
Why, that's my grandmother's house.
What a coincidence. It's almost as if we're living in a fairy tale.
It sure is. Here, you take my map. I'm going to pick some more flowers for my grandma, but might see you there.
Oh, I'm sure you will. The day wolves can read maps.
Oh, these flowers over here are just peachy keen.
Little girl, stray from the path. Walk among my beautiful enchanted flowers. Soon, you'll be lost in the woods, and no one will be able to woo you. Ha 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 ha.
How do you think this sounds, Louise? Dear Jason, pay no attention to my little sister, Widow-Eyed Riding Hood. She's a total drag in every way. Do you like it so far?
Isn't it Red Riding Hood? And I don't comment on the content of your packages, ma'am. I just make timely deliveries and wear a brown skirt.
Well, I don't like it. It's too much like my letter to Justin. I called Little Red Boringly Square.
Mine gets better. You really should consider me. I raise my own cattle, and when I mean raise, I mean I lift them over my head.
Well, in my spare time, I enjoy calculating the value of pi to 1,000 digits, dabbling in Hegelian philosophy, and taking moonlit walks on the beach.
Hey, no fair. My letter to Jason says, in my spare time, I enjoy breaking iron binds with my biceps, pulling loaded railway cars with my teeth, and taking moonlit walks on the beach.
Let me get this straight. You are in love with Prince Justin, and you are in love with Prince Jason?
That's right.
You do know your beloved is called Strong Prince Justin, and your beloved is called Wise Prince Jason?
But Justin is so dreamy.
And Jason is so cool.
I noticed neither of you have written to Loud Prince Frank.
Who cares about Loud Prince Frank? He's just as square as Widow-Eyed Riding Hood.
Red Riding Hood. And so he can yell really loud. I mean, what's useful about that?
So what do you say? Will you deliver our letters to the palace?
Mine is not to question why. Mine is but to deliver prepaid packages.
And wear a brown skirt.
Yep, that too.
I have a very good feeling about this. How could Justin fail to be charmed by 1,000 digits of pi?
And how could Jason be failed to charm by cow lifting?
I have seen Little Red Riding Hood in my crystal ball, and she's lost in the woods. How wonderfully lucky, Your Majesty.
It's Red Riding Hood. And what is it, Fairy Godmother? Calm yourself.
Forgive my excitement, but I have set the first task.
Oh, how thrilling. What is it? Must they hunt the magical white stag or search for a hoard of hidden jewels?
They must find Red Riding Hood.
It's Red Riding Hood, and that sounds rather dull. I mean, doesn't everyone know where the hoods live?
You misunderstand, Your Majesty. Red Riding Hood is lost in the woods, and your princess must rescue her.
It's Red Riding Hood. And how exciting, how noble. I'll tell the boys right away. Thank goodness they were all Boy Scouts.
That's right, little girl. Further in, further in. It would take a genius to find you in here. Or at least a strong man. Or perhaps someone with a very loud voice. Enjoy the woods, Miss Riding Hood. Ha 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 ha!
Boy, that was good pizza.
Yeah, I've never had cheese pizza before.
Indeed.
Oh, I do believe I'm lost. If only I hadn't given the map to the wolf. If only I hadn't left the trail. If only I had gone to the bathroom before I left home.
Now, Red Riding Hood was last seen at these coordinates, moving south-southeast at, if I were to suppose, I would say approximately 3 miles per hour.
Click. I'd say more northwest-west. Click.
Now, taking into account the angle of the sun and the average undergrowth at this time of year, Red Riding Hood should be right about here.
What an easy task. All you gotta do to find somebody in the woods is pull up all the trees till you got a better view.
Click. So that's how clear cutting got started. Click.
Hey, I think I see her.
Over here, and it's Red Riding Hood.
It's rescue.
Huh? I thought I heard someone coming to rescue me.
I found her! With the stupendous capacity of my world-famous brain, I have won the first task.
Not so fast. With my superhuman strength, I have won the first task.
Hey guys, I got here the same time you guys did. What a coinkydink.
Oh look, the trail. Thanks boys, but I gotta split.
Congratulations, boys. You've completed the first task.
But who won?
It's a tie, of course, but there are still 2 more tasks to go.
I didn't sign up for this.
This makes me angry.
Ah, fairy godmother. I thought I might be seeing you in the forest.
Evil Queen, I might have known you were behind Red Riding Hood's disappearance. So how are things?
It's Red Riding Hood, and kind of slow. It's been hard to find work since the whole Snow White episode. I mean, there's just no call for poison apples in this day and age.
Tell me about it. Some days, I don't even bother putting on my wings. Well, I've been waving my wand over damsels in distress for years. And every time I turn around, another brat is sounding off in my ears. I fly from fairy tale to fairy tale, wiping some poor maiden's tears.
Well, I've been conjuring and working black magic till I'm worn to the bone. I've been an evil queen, a dragon, heck, I've even been a shriveled up crone. Sometimes I wish that I could chuck it all and kick back and feast on my throne. I've got the fairy tale blue
making dreams and wishes come true. I'm sick of cattails, bat wings, lab snails, dead things swimming in a black kettle stew. And it's becoming more apparent that retirement is long overdue. I got the fairy tale blues, and it's real bad news, 'cause it's driving this woman insane. You know I paid my dues, heard 1,000 boo-hoos. These folks are just yanking my chain. I wouldn't care one bit if I lost this gig, 'cause I'm sick and tired of the fairy tale blues. I wouldn't care one bit if I lost this gig, 'cause I'm sick and tired of the fairy tale blues.
So, want to grab a cup of coffee?
Sounds great, but better make it quick. I still have 2 tasks to set.
Oh, I think I can help you with that.
Did someone say coffee?
Why, hello there. Who might you be?
I'm the big bad wolf, though I prefer to just be called Mr. Wolf. I'm an archetype.
You too? What a coincidence. But my, what big eyes you have. Have you asked your dentist if you had a problem with receding gums?
No, they're just all the better to see you with.
My, what big nose you have. I wonder if you have a problem with allergic reaction.
No, it's just all the better to smell you with.
Well, my perfume is rather subtle, I must admit. My, what big teeth you have. Have you asked your dentist if you have a problem with receding gums?
No, they're just all the better to eat with.
And my, what horribly bad breath you have.
Wait a second, you can't do that. This is a fairy tale, and you can only list 3 things.
Eyes, nose, mouth, teeth. Oh my goodness, I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but you need to come in and borrow some of my Listerine.
My pleasure.
What do you mean they'll complete the first task? I thought it was your job to keep them from completing the tasks.
Don't worry, don't worry. There are still 2 tasks to go.
And how do you intend to stop them this time? Leave It to Beaver starts in 5 minutes. We do not have time for all the secret plotting.
Yeah, and later, Jackie Gleason is on.
So, as you can see, we're a little busy.
Fear not. Let me introduce you to Gerald and Oswald.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. and Mrs. Hood. My name is Gerald, and I have 16 years' experience.
And I'm his brother Oswald. It's 17 years for me.
17 years of what?
17 years of being the back half of a dragon, sir. That first year before Gerald joined me, business was a little slow.
Let me get this straight. You are the back half of a dragon.
And I'm the front half, Mrs. Hood. We do birthday parties, bar mitzvahs.
We will feast, Valentine's Day,
Christmas, Easter,
Labor Day, Mother's Day,
Halloween, Hanukkah,
President's Day, Veterans Day,
Earth Day, Kwanzaa,
Thanksgiving, and Chinese New Year, along with 1,223 other holidays and special events. Here's our card.
This is how you intend to keep the princes away from our daughter? 2 men in a dragon suit?
We're professionals, sir.
It may not look like it, but with this suit on, it's impossible to tell it's from a real dragon.
Yeah. We've had problems with people attacking and ripping holes in our suit.
I cannot believe I am hearing this.
No, really. We had to sew up a big tear in the neck just last week.
I assure you, Mr. and Mrs. Hood, they may not look like much, but they are effective. Besides, do you know how much a real dragon would cost? You'd never be able to afford that colored TV.
Fine, as long as they get the job done.
And get out of our living room.
I have news, Your Majesty. I have set the second task.
Let me guess. Waking Red Riding Hood up from a sleep that could last 100 years?
No. Too bad I didn't think of that. Let's have some fun. Let's play some charades.
Charades? I always win charades. Okay, how many syllables? 2 syllables. First syllable sounds like pull. It sounds like grasp. It sounds like read. It sounds like drag. First syllable sounds like drag. Second syllable sounds like tight. Sounds like a jacket. Sounds like it sounds like on. Second syllable sounds like on. Let's see. Drag on.
Dragon? On the nose. Red Riding Hood is being guarded by a dragon, and your sons must rescue her.
It's Red Riding Hood. And how princely. Should I get out their shining armor?
Oh, I forgot to mention. No armor, no spears, and no swords. It is a rather delicate dragon.
Well, if anyone can outfox a dragon, it's my Justin and Jason.
Don't forget, young Prince Frank is going too.
Oh, I do hope the boys will look after him. He is such a sensitive child. I think it would really hurt him to be instantly reduced to ashes by the fiery breath of a dragon.
It's all part of growing up, my dear.
This looks like a good spot. Looks pretty easy to defend.
Unless they come behind. Should say no spears, right?
Yep, no spears, no swords, and an extra $10 if we scare them off before nightfall.
Well, let's get to it.
You there, dragon. I don't see any fiery breath.
Stand back, Sir Knight, on pain of death.
Do you know who I am? I can rip up great trees by their roots. I can pick up giant boulders. I can eat 100 cheeseburgers and wash them all down with 100 chocolate malts in one sitting. I am strong Prince Justin. Thank you very much.
Pleased to meet you.
Your voice sounded different a moment ago. Never mind that. I challenge you to a wrestling match. The loser to leave the forest.
Not so fast, my brother, for I have a few words to say to the dragon, too.
Be my guest.
I know, great dragon, that you plan to eat Red Riding Hood.
You mean Red Riding Hood?
Yes, Red Riding Hood. But I've come to warn you that after an extensive study of the sleep pattern, after studying the caloric intake of Red Riding Hood, I have noticed that it is rich in a particular amino acid that can cause great digestive distress for dragons.
No kidding.
What did he say?
If you leave now, you may stay safe, healthy. But if you remain and eat Red Riding Hood, not even Alka-Seltzer will be able to save you from a terrible fate.
Hey, you dragon, get out of here!
What was that?
Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out!
Ah, I've had enough of this. This is not worth Evil Queen's wages.
Yeah, get out of here! Scram! Skedaddle! Make like a tree and leaf. Make like a bug and flee. Make like a wave and go by. Make like a giant and crawl back to your little beanstalk. Ha! I did it! I won the second task.
You did not. He was gonna leave anyway after what I told him.
He was gonna leave after I challenged him to a wrestling match.
Yeah, but I'm the one who scared him off.
Here comes the fairy godmother. Let's ask her.
Good idea.
Fairy godmother, am I not the winner of the second task?
Oh dear, is the second task over already? I was hoping for a day off.
But who won?
Why, all of you, of course. Don't you know anything about fairy tales? Nothing can be decided until the third task.
I scare
Dang
dragons,
it.
but I get nothing.
You ever think we need to get into another line of business?
What do you mean, give up dragoning? I've been the back half of a dragon ever since I left school. What else would I do?
I don't know. I just get the feeling that people don't even like dragons.
You're being silly?
No, think about it. They're always chasing us off, attacking us with swords and spears, and celebrating when we leave.
It's just their way, that's all. They need time to understand us.
How much time do they need? We've been working side by side for 16 years.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Those beans are looking wonderful.
Well, I'm doing the best I can. It's not every wolf that can hold a rake.
Why, I never noticed that before. My, what big opposable thumbs you have.
All the better for holding tools with.
Oh, Grandma, I'm so glad I found you safe. I've had quite the adventure getting here.
Welcome, my child.
Gee, Grandma, what strong arms you have.
All the better to hug you with, my dear.
And what sharp fingernails you have.
All the better to dip through, my dear.
And what large feet you have. Why, I don't believe you're my grandma at all. You're the big bad wolf, aren't you?
No, dear, I'm really not.
I don't believe you. Now.
Help! I fallen. I can't get up.
What have you done with my grandma, you big bad wolf?
Did someone call?
Wait, you're the wolf?
At your service.
Then who's this?
That's your grandma. If you haven't strangled her already.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Grandma. I thought the wolf had eaten you.
Who, me? Eat a granny? I'm a vegetarian.
My bad.
Besides, I only came to help her with her garden.
Really, dear, I think you've been reading too many fairy tales.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Grandma.
It's all right. Now, it seems I had a message for you. Where did I put it?
In your big apron pocket. You said it was all the better for holding messages in.
So I did. Right here. Dear Miss Red Riding Hood, this is to inform you that there's a contest underway among the three princes to see who will be allowed to woo you. Come to the palace for further details. Sincerely, the king and queen.
But why would I be wooed?
To be wed.
But I am red.
Not red, wed.
But I'm not sure I want to be wooed to be wed. I'm too young to be a wedding bride. To tell the truth, I'm really petrified.
But chin up, dear, don't you dread.
Little red'll soon be wooed to be wed.
On this night, what can I do? I'm feeling lonely. I'm feeling blue. And I know someday my prince will come. But it could that there's more than one. On this night, I should be happy. I shouldn't fear. I shouldn't cry. But on this night, I'm truly unhappy. And many tears will surely be shed the day I'm wooed to be wed.
Don't worry, little red, when you walk down that aisle. You will be a vision of beauty.
Don't worry, little red, for I know they'll like your style. 1, 2, 3, only you will know, Mr. Right, could be love at first sight.
On this night,
You should be happy.
I should be happy. I shouldn't fear. I shouldn't cry. But on this night, I'm truly unhappy. And every tear will surely be shed the day I'm wooed to be wed.
Now, dear, you must get to the palace right away. The wolf can escort you.
My pleasure.
Oh, all right. I might as well get it over with.
Bye.
Bye, Grandma.
Now I can have all the cookies to myself.
Did somebody say cookies? Did somebody say cookies?
I think so. Let's go get some.
Hey, do you think that